and I said, I'm done. I'm leaving. I'm taking the baby. I'm moving out. You're not changing how I want you to change.
What is going on, Warband? It is Taylor the Fiend back again with another response video, and today we're looking at a video request through the Patreon titled Why I Left My Daughter's Dad. Before we crack into it, guys, if you're liking the videos, you're enjoying the content, be sure to subscribe on your way in, come and join the Discord, and yeah, let's see what this woman has to say, guys.
You're not. You're. I'm gonna be straight up. I was like, you're being selfish. All I did was take care of the baby and go to work and take care of the house. That's all I did, and I felt like he wasn't appreciating that. I felt like he was being selfish at the time. So it got to the point where I just 100% shut down. So it was in that moment where I finally snapped, and it was like a switch. I went from being so madly in love with him and like holding on to our relationship even though he wasn't changing for me, to finally it just like switched off.
Guys, this is something I've wanted to talk on the channel about for a while now, and that is, I'm sure many of you guys understand this, but the women's attraction can just turn off and on from one day to the next, depending on how they're feeling. Okay, and this is one of the major issues we're having in society right now, because I'll get to the Patreon question, okay? Because you have institutions like marriage, okay? And marriage itself, like, the idea of marriage is, you're bonded for life. You go through the journey of life together. People often marry to solidify the future of their kids, stuff like that. But what ends up happening is women have this shiny object syndrome, okay, where their emotions for their interest in something can just go from 100% interest one day to 0% the next. They can like you one day, and then the next day, not so much. She's not feeling you. And even if, look at this, guys, even if, you're the father of the kid, she can just decide, oh, you know what, I'm not interested anymore. I'm on to the next thing. And that's what this video is, guys. Okay, it's her attraction for him went from 100% to zero. Okay, so this is where the Patreon question comes in, guys. It says, why are men dropping out of relationships and society? And this is something I wanted to throw out, and I want you guys to leave your comments below as well while you're watching the video and as we get into it. Um, One of the reasons I want to throw out is because men are done. Men are just absolutely done being thrown to the side like we're nothing. Okay? Men are thrown to the side on a whim because all these women out here, they think, well, men are free, men are disposable. I can get a new man, so why should I not cheat on this man? Why should I stay in this relationship? Be loyal when I can just go out to the streets. Okay? And that's a real issue, especially for marriage. Okay? Because how are you supposed to hold a marriage together when the attitude is, not only can I not feel one way, I can just not feel it and decide to end the marriage. No fault divorce, by the way. Not only can I do that, I'm also incentivized to do it, guys. Because to put it nicely, men are on the short end of the stick when it comes to divorce, guys. So a couple of points I wanted to throw out there before we, keep cracking in. Drop your comments below, guys. Why do you think men are dropping out of relationships in society? And let's continue on.
And I was like, I'm done. I'm checked out. I have no more left to give. I have no more energy for anything to hold on to our relationship, because I've been trying for years to get him to mature and to get out of the party mode and to all this stuff.
Yeah, okay, so she's been trying to get him to change for years, and he hasn't changed, which, guys, pay attention, this is really important. The reason why she stayed with him through all of that was because she could not change him. I'm going to bet that because she did finally change him, that's the reason she left. That was the straw that broke the camel's back, so to speak, guys. The reason she left was because she was finally able to change him. That's my guess. Okay?
And he wasn't doing it. So I finally snapped and said, 1,000,000% at the end of our lease, I'm leaving. And I think he finally realized that I was being honest this time.
So all the other times, she wasn't being honest. You know, she's throwing around this, I'm leaving you, you need to change and do this, or I'm leaving you. And then he didn't change, he didn't change, he didn't change. And watch, I bet it'll be the time where he changed, she left, is when she finally left. So I bet she's about to explain why she left him. Watch.
And suddenly he changed. I can honestly say from January to now, Chris has been doing 1,000,000 times better, in the sense he's been an amazing father. He's been there for me. He's been involved with everything. And this was the part of the relationship that...
Yeah, because you need a provider now. Okay, the reason why it amps up so much as well, like she's probably been pulling this behavior throughout the entire relationship, trying to get him to change, trying to get him to grow up, be responsible, through the entire relationship. You know, she's gotten to this point, she's like, man, I could really use a provider right now, you know, for this kid. This guy's not doing too well. She mentioned earlier in the video, I'm pretty sure I kind of skipped through, she mentioned that, you know, he was living with his parents and already had a daughter, which, by the way, the daughter that was his, he was only seeing once a fortnight, by the way, on the weekends. Interesting how that works out, guys. Interesting, child custody. But let's continue.
that I feel like I didn't handle well at this point. Because when I think of our breakup, I think of it as kind of like, I wouldn't say 50-50, but I would say like we both ruined our relationship. Because
yeah, he ruined it because he changed, and you ruined it because you suck at relationships. You just you ruined it because it's your job to ruin a relationship. He ruined it because he actually listened to what you said. Guys, don't change for people. Like, I can only say this in so many words, guys, but when someone tries to get you to change, you should only change if you think it's the best choice for you, okay? Because girls will spend the entire relationship trying to change you into something, and then when they do, when they finally change you, when they finally put a chink in your armor, guys, they lose interest. Just like that. It just turns off. They're gone. I'll give you a different example, okay? So this YouTube channel, right, guys, I get a lot of fantastic comments from you guys. You know, you leave your comments, you share your thoughts, you talk with each other in the comments. I absolutely love that. But then I'll get some guys who will just say some stupid stuff like, hey man, your logo's trash, or I hate the music and such, which is cool. They can have their opinion. But can you imagine if, like, for every one of those comments, I just changed to what they said just because? Like, can you imagine if every time someone came on the channel and said, Taylor, I hate this about your channel. Taylor, you said this and it means crap. If I tried to change for every single one of those people, it would ruin the show for everyone else. You see that? Like, nobody would like it. It would be unpleasurable for the rest of you trying to watch the video if every time I changed the music, I changed the logo, I changed this, I changed that. It's the exact same thing with relationships, guys. You can't just be changing for no reason just because the other person said. Because chances are, the things that she's trying to change you to do are the reasons why she was attracted to you in the first place. You see that? Like, the things she's trying to change, if she manages to eke that change out of you, she's not going to be interested anymore. You see, what girls do, guys, is they're attracted to things that are not so easily bent, and then they put all of their effort into bending it, manipulating it, shaping it to their will, and if they can do that, then they're bored with it and they move on to the next thing. Okay? But let's keep going with the video. I've talked long enough.
I tried for so many years, and when he finally changed, I didn't care.
Yep.
Does that make
Yeah, see, when he finally changed, you got bored. There it is, guys. Honestly.
sense? It was like I was so sick and tired of asking him to change, and I was so sick and tired and just honestly mentally exhausted. I was so depressed. I was like crying every day.
Yeah, guys, feel bad for her, guys. She was trying to change her man every day, and it just made her so upset. And then when she finally changed him, you know, then she had that ego hit that allowed her to walk away. Because it's an ego thing, guys. It's like they think to themselves like it's a challenge, and it reflects badly on their mental state if they can't make you change. You see, they've got to have every man around them, especially if they look really good. They've got to be able to just manipulate every man, or they feel crap about themselves. I mean, they feel crap about themselves anyway, but here we are.
was having anxiety attacks every single day. So when he finally changed, and I'm so happy that he did, I'm proud of him, but it was like I still couldn't stay with him. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I know you changed, but I've only seen a change in you for 2 months.
No. See, the reason... No. The reason you left was because he changed. Let's just call it for what it is, guys. Let's call a spade a spade. Okay, I think we're going to leave today's video there, guys. Remember to comment on your way out, if you haven't. Why are men dropping out of relationships in society? I want you guys to share with each other, see what other guys are saying, and if it makes sense to you. And yeah, come and join the Discord if you haven't already, guys. Check out the Patreon. I'm adding new videos to there. We've got 2 so far, and there'll probably be another one today. So I'll see you boys in the next one. Peace. Yo boys, it's Taylor here. I just want to say thank you if you've made it to the end of the video, and if you've been enjoying the content, be sure to subscribe on your way out, join the Discord, and check out the Patreon link in the description. See you boys in the next one.
Talking too much in the gum and they're missing in mind. Had to put myself together, regain my composure, follow my heart. Alright, I used to ride in the back of the bus to my home.